Tender to me. I wrote this about my oldest and best friend, a fellow named Benny Garcia, was a fellow Hokie, and we traveled the whole world together. We met each other in the 6th grade, in the summer of 6th grade. I was sitting on my porch playing my guitar one day, and he rode by on a bicycle. He was a Hispanic fella. He stopped in the driveway and was sitting there, and he said, "Hey man, you're pretty good." I said, "Well, I'm learning. I'm not very good yet, but I'm learning." And I was rocking hard and having a big time, and he said, "I'm a musician too." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Man, go get your guitar and come back and we'll play. We'll learn and we'll jam and be friends and all that." And we did. And anyway, I played in all my first garage bands with him and school dances and things like that. We were inseparable until he passed away in 2020, in May of 2020. And what was fun about my friendship with Benny was when I started to kind of turn my career up a little bit and was having some success, I called him up and I said, "Hey man, you want to go on this journey with me?" He said, "What would I do?" I said, "Man, you could be my guitar tech." He said, "What's a guitar tech?" I said, "I don't really know." But I said, "Man, we'll figure it out. Just bring it to me and tune them and we'll have a blast." And so I got to go through all of the really amazing part of my career, not only on my own, but he got to come out with me when I toured with I've been touring with the Eagles for the last 9 years. And he got to experience all that with me, and it was such a blessing to me, to have my oldest and sweetest friend out there on that journey. And anyway, when he got sick, his wife called and said, "Hey, it's bad." And he didn't have much time, and he's in hospice care. And I jumped in the car from Nashville and I took off. I drove as fast as I could to get to Oklahoma City, and I pulled in about 2 in the morning. And like I said, we were pretty inseparable and loved to mess with each other and all that. But I thought I'm going to go to my mom's house and just sleep for a few hours and then go over in the morning. Well, as soon as I fell asleep, the phone rang, and it was his wife telling me that he passed. And I was crushed, of course, and I thought, that son of a gun. I know he waited until I fell asleep. Anyway, we sat waiting for the, folks to come take him to the funeral home or whatever. And I helped carry him out of the house. And as we left the house, I was pushing him out on this gurney, and it was right before sunrise. And I walked outside, and there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of birds in all the trees, and they were all singing. And I'd never heard it before, and I've never heard it since. And it was the most glorious send-off I'd ever heard in my life. And it inspired this song for me to write for my oldest and sweetest friend. I hope you'll enjoy this. It's called Benny's Song.